Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so very much for tuning in. We have a great segment. Everything is taking place all at once, ladies and gentlemen. To my super chat, thank you so very much. You give me every incentive to rock these live streams. Thank you for your support. And where do we start? Hillary Clinton William Barr is has begun a renewed Clinton email server probe. This is an email server probe. They should have always explained what truly this is, an email server probe. This is not an email probe, it's an email server probe. That's what this was all about. It's about servers outside of the United States government. How you're able to utilize actual computer servers for personal use, along with top secret and special access program and thousands of classified emails. That's the issue. That's the issue here. And now, over 130 people, ladies and gentlemen, hear me out now. This is really important. There are 130 people who have now violated the law. There are now 130 people who have broken legal statutes, who sent and received. When James Comey, this was in the Washington Post, when James Comey stated that Clinton, she mishandled, she sent and received classified data, and, she mishandled communication, but gosh, she didn't mean to do it. We don't. That excuse is not going to fly for 130 people because they're not the Golden Muumuu. They're not Madam Cyberhack. So it's not like they have the luxury of simply falling back and saying, "Gosh, I didn't mean to do that. I really did not mean to do that. It was all for convenience." All 130 people that William Barr is looking into, they can't say, I opted to use a server for convenience because everyone knows using your own server is just so convenient. Not. And migrating and transferring top secret and special access program intelligence. It's just so easy to do. This is the State Department, by the way. This is the New York Times State Department investigating email practices of Hillary Clinton's former staff. They have all, by definition, committed crimes. Hello, everyone. Salome, hello. Hello, everyone. They have all, by definition, committed crimes if they emailed Clinton and they retroactively classified, because this is hilarious, they retroactively classified emails, which is what they did with Jeffrey Sterling and lots of other people who are actually whistleblowers and amazing people, not loyalists of John Brennan and operatives of the Democratic Party. But here, the New York Times, State Department investigating email practices of Hillary Clinton's former staff, which means they're investigating Clinton's email practices. How were they able to transfer, to email, to forward, to share, to send, to receive emails that are classified outside of the United States government? What did Clinton's staff do? How were they able to do this? The inquiry is examining whether the employees used secure channels and the proper classification designations for what appeared to be routine emails at the time. No, they did not use secure channels. They did not use proper classifications designations, because you're talking about a .com email address. You cannot email the Secretary of State with a .com email address. Or, I'm sorry, you cannot email a .com email address outside of the United States government. That is not possible. Theoretically, that's not possible. But they made it work somehow. Nobody knows how. How did top secret and special access program intelligence emanating from the Joint Worldwide Intelligence Communications System and other channels within the United States government, how was the email set up, or the server set up to take all of those emails? Now, I explain in But Her Top Secret emails, But Her Deleted emails, and I cite one theory from Paul Sperry and other people. So if you're on Amazon, it's in the pinned comment. Check it out. You can check it out on the below, or the segment below. I actually rearranged my pinned comment. Also, check out H.A. Goodman's other channel. There's a great segment on there. But here, the State Department is continuing its investigation of email use among employees who worked for Hillary Clinton, the former Secretary of State, asking scores of its over 130 of current and former officials to submit to questioning by the Bureau overseeing diplomatic security. Okay. The State Department is finding out slowly but surely the vice is closing in, people. Now, Clinton is going to run for president. She has to run for president because of all of this nonsense. Eric H526, thank you. Hope all is well, Eric H526. She has to run for president because of all of this nonsense. Why do you think that? Well, one of the reasons she's running for president is because the same reason Andrew McCabe wants her to be president, the same reason, obviously, you're talking about people who've committed crimes, and you're talking about people who are like, hey, you know what, if we can become the law, we were the law a couple years back, let's become the law again. The investigation is examining whether the employees used secure channels and the proper classification designations for what appeared to be routine emails at the time. The emails were on subjects that were not considered classified at the time, but have been or being retroactively marked as classified. That's irrelevant. The information is classified. Michael Mukasey, the former Attorney General, stated this. You don't need, if you are on a secure system and you email somebody something that's not classified from a secure system, and then you email that person's private email address from the secure government system, you've committed a serious crime. You can't just go on some kind of social media site from the Joint Worldwide Intelligence Communications System. What's the point of having any government security at all? You can't just say, well, this wasn't important. This wasn't classified. The whole classification issue of whether or not this was marked classified or wasn't marked classified, that's a whole bunch of nonsense. Nano Horizon! HA, the only way I could think is with third-party software, a PC or server inside secure networks, breaking many laws. Exactly. Nano Horizon. Exactly. I mean, that's one way. That's one way. Paul Sperry talked about cell phone pictures, but Nano Horizon, thank you. Scooter77, just a heads up, I'm not getting notifications for your uploads or live streams anymore. I think you're being Scooter77. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you, everyone, for watching and for coming here. Deplorable Arab, thank you for coming. And thank you, everyone, for visiting, especially after this story. This story. I'm glad that people saw this story and came to this channel. I appreciate that very much. Thank you for coming to this channel. Because, ladies and gentlemen, I've been obsessed over about 3 years. I've spoken about 5 or 6 themes, 2 of which, Ramla Farah, hello, Luke St. Martin, hello. Thank you all for coming to this channel for, if anything, because I've been speaking about 5 or 6 themes for about, 3 years now. And it's happening, people. She's running. Clinton is going to be the 2020 nominee for the Democratic Party. She's running again. The Clinton email investigation is renewed. It never really stopped, but it's renewed. And it's Andrew McCabe's going to get indicted. You have the IG report coming out. Agent Pepsi won! Yes, Clinton committed crimes, but she has been shielded. Now Dems are also calling for Barr to be impeached. She and other Dems continue to thrive. It's true, but the only thing they have, Agent Pepsi won, is they can only go to the Supreme Court now. They don't have the Justice Department. So they can't really be shielded anymore. Centerville TN, thank you. Sam Jage. Hi, my name is Hillary Clinton. I sidestep prosecution for a lifetime worth of criminal acts, but your current president is illegitimate. Oh, and I'm running again. Yes. Yes. Sam Jage, thank you. Thank you all for visiting this channel, ladies and gentlemen, because we've been talking about this for a long, long, long time. If you read my book, But Her Top Secret Emails, But Her Deleted Emails on Amazon, you'll get exactly why Clinton needed a server. Clinton needed a server to hide her information. It seems like that isn't rocket science at all. Everyone knows this. Carl's opinion. Good evening, Mr. Goodman mods in chat. And is Hillary Clinton running for president, Carl? Carl's opinion. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, she's done so much. She's such a wonderful, amazing, brilliant human being. Hillary Clinton is just an intelligent, wonderful, graceful, fantastic human being. And I cannot wait for Democrats to be forced to vote for Madam Cyberhack. Sam, Carl's opinion, thank you. Centerville TN, thank you so very, very much. Centerville TN, thank you. Centerville TN. Ladies and gentlemen, William Barr has contacted over 130 people. Now, he finally has, President Trump has the 2 individuals, I will say this, I need to say this a million times over. President Trump has the 2 individuals he needs, the Attorney General and the Secretary of State. He has the Attorney General and the Secretary of State. Melody, thank you. Melody Scott Zindel, thank you. Thank you, Melody. Awake Canadian! When Clinton announces I will be vindicated with my friends, and it will be glorious. Thanks, AJ. Me too. I've been telling all my friends here, everyone here, and Awake Canadian, thank you. I have friends who are, it was just hilarious, and most of my friends are Democrats, and I'm like, Clinton's running again. No, she's not. She's not running, dude. I'm like, oh, yeah, she is. Oh, whatever, man. You just want her to run. No, she's running. Yeah, whatever, man. Whatever, dude. Whatever, dude. Dude, she's not running. Dude, she's not running. Why are you so scared? Liberal friend of H.A. Goodman, why are you so scared? I thought that you voted for her, and the Russians interfered by informing the country that Bernie Sanders was cheated, thus giving Clinton the popular vote, but not swing states because of Facebook ads, which forced Abby Wasserman Schultz to resign in disgrace. Isn't it fantastic? They're going to have to vote for Clinton again. Yes. This is the best. And I'm going to just be like, you're going to vote for Hillary again, right? Yeah, because I am too. Psych. Just joking. I'm voting for Trump. But you have to vote for Hillary, or else you'll become H.A. Goodman. You don't want that now, do you? Oh, you don't want that. Check out H.A. Goodman's other channel. They're using my name to disparage people on Twitter. You're the next H.A. Goodman. Is H.A. Goodman synonymous with horrible things? H.A. Badman is his real name. H.A. Badman. He's a bad madman. The inquiry potentially pushes back into the spotlight a deeply political issue that President Trump used for political gain in his 2016 president. Oh my goodness. This is hilarious. You mean they didn't use anything, the Access Hollywood tape against Trump? That wasn't a criminal act. This was actually a criminal act. I love how, like, when you read the Washington Post, especially the New York Times, are like, this is really unfair that her criminal activity is being talked about again. I mean, honestly, really, honestly. I mean, honestly, really. Doug 610, up and onward. Doug, thank you. Doug F610, thank you. Carl's Opinion, thank you. They have Brian Daly, exactly. They have HA derangement syndrome. Exactly. Doug F610, thank you. Carl's Opinion, thank you. It's Happy Minimalist, thank you. Shana Tova, thank you very much. Thank you. Doug and Carl, thank you so very, very much, as always. And, it's interesting because you read the New York Times and the Washington Post, and it's like the way they write things, like, this is really like, they're renewing a criminal investigation into Trump's political rival. This was a politically charged issue, and Trump had the audacity as a politician to use this for personal gain. It's bad enough that he's trying to find out what Biden was doing with $1 billion, and then $3 million funneled through different countries. I mean, honestly, people, Trump will stop at nothing to talk about the criminal activity of his political rivals. It's like, yeah, you committed crimes. What do you want? Anthony D'Amato! Anthony, thank you. Anthony D'Amato, thank you. Thank you, Anthony. It's like, what do you want? You're talking about a career criminal who simply, like, if a person stole, like, a Reese's Pieces at a convenience store in America, the SWAT team would come and it'd be like, woo, like, they like come down, it'd be like, Navy SEALs, but Madam Cyberhack can engage in pretty much whatever apparently she wanted. I opted to use the servers for convenience. I was doing yoga. And, everyone knows with great yoga, Well, if, the golden muumuu is doing the firefly stance, enjoy the visual. And everyone knows that you need a good computer server to really enjoy the yoga. It's like, no, that's not how it works, but let's continue. I mean, we need it. When this, ladies and gentlemen, when she runs, I want everyone to be here. Hads, exactly. Christian O'Brien! H.A. They got hads. Oh, my God. Lots of people have hads. And I'm not even well known at all. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Anyone who if you ever, someone, H.A. Goodman, bad man. They have hads. H.A. derangement syndrome. It's horrible. Yes. The inquiry potentially pushes back into the spotlight a deeply political issue that President Trump, the Orange Menace, used as a weapon in his 2016 presidential campaign. A political tool for political gain, and has repeatedly returned to during his time in office, despite the FBI closing a previous investigation without finding wrongdoing by Mrs. Clinton. What? Where's it? Who's writing this? Oh, that's right. Let me look at the. Okay, what? Without finding wrongdoing? What? Okay. What? What? They found immense wrongdoing. They said she didn't mean to do it. They got out of it that way. James Baker and Lisa Page wanted to indict Clinton. Peter Strzok said, "We will stop Trump." Andrew McCabe's spouse got $700,000. Are you kidding me? Without any wrongdoing? Mitchell Smith! H.A. something is going down. Look at the behavior of the pundits on Fox News. Tension is high. They're at each other's. Yep. Nobody wants to believe Mitchell. Nobody wants to believe the golden muumuu is going to ascend. And when she does, finally, everyone, the Democrats and even like people on Fox, like, Chris Wallace and Shepard Smith, will be like, oh. They'll be like, finally, the golden muumuu, yes. Mitchell Smith, thank you. Thank you as always, Mitchell. Hope all is well. Doc, BBC. Oh, the joy in Goodmanville when Hillary slices federal legal server investigation. Will we be able to handle H.A. good stuff? I don't know. I'm going to try to. I don't know how. I'm already kind of planning the day that she runs. I have like different anecdotes and, Thank you. But Rachel wins. With great servers come great responsibility. Yes. Amy Dye. Thank you, Amy. But Rachel wins. I hope all is well. Mitchell Smith. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, it's Doc BBC. Thank you. All of this is, I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, I'm like you ever go to the batting cage? And you don't go to the batting cage for just a curveball or whatever. You go to the batting cage because you know it's going to be 70, 80 miles per hour. And you just know that you're just going to get that same fastball. And that's just the same pitch. I only have one pitch, and it's the 6 or 7 themes that I talk about, pretty much. Sometimes I switch it up. Very rarely will I throw a curve. Loud Citizen! The 2020 H.A. Good Cuddle will be twice as cuddly. I'm trying to lose weight, actually. So it might be not as cuddly, but I have to lose weight. Pilgrim Driver! Trump wins and the left loses start the cries. I don't have to, but I want to. Pilgrim Driver, thank you. Borracho wins. Mitchell Smith. The Orange Menace. By the way, I am building a sports channel, so check that out. That's below, and H.A. Goodman, my other channel, is below as well. They retroactively classified emails of 130 people. Ladies and gentlemen, they retroactively classified emails of 130 people. Now 130 people have to use yoga emails for convenience. Could you imagine if it's 130 people? It's like, just in unison, 130 people. We used yoga emails. No. We use servers for convenience and for yoga emails. Signed 130 people. Sorry. Unless you're the Golden Moo. Is your name the Golden Moo? No. Then you can't use that excuse now, can you? H.A. Goodman's Karate Channel. Michael J. Yes. You cannot say that you're using servers for convenience because of yoga. That's not going to fly. If your name is not Madam Cyberhack, you can take a hike. Oh, I'm sorry, you're one of the 130 people at the State Department that William Barr is turning the vice on? Dim Sung, thank you. Dim Sung, thank you. Thank you, Dim Sung. Michael J. I'll do the... This is Bernie Sanders reacting. I find it egregious. Absolutely, positively egregious. That Madam Cyberhack... No, I'm sorry. The Golden Moo. No. The most wonderful, amazing diplomatic official. The best Secretary of State we've ever had in our lives is being subjected to yet another phony baloney investigation by the Orange Menace, who takes corruption to a new level. If there was a stratosphere for corruption, Trump would be a cosmonaut, okay, in more ways than one. He has abandoned our nation, and he worked with all the despots of the planet, and hopefully Space Force could put him in a module and ship the module into outer space. That would be fantastic. Phoebe Beach! Why isn't Dems admitting impeachment in order to prevent Trump from winning, aka election interference? They said it's only the way to win. Yes, that's true. That's true. They don't work that way. With Democrats, the way they work is they're the ones. They're the ones who can investigate. They're the ones who can investigate. Nobody else can. You can't if you are a Republican, or if you're a Trump supporter, or if you're Trump, you cannot ever investigate the wrongdoing. Or you cannot ever investigate the wrongdoing of Democrats. Because that just doesn't happen. And I can't wait to be, and this is going to hurt me. This is going to be vindication, but also hurt me on a certain level when I hear, I just want to say once again And I think I speak for Elizabeth Warren. You know that song from the OJ's Backstabber? That's what talking about. You know who. Warren. Huh. She didn't. Yeah, that's what friends are for. Yeah, that was a good one. 2016. Thanks for backing me up. Not. With friends like you, who needs enemies? Anyway, forget about me. This is, I think I speak for Warren the Backstabber. Backstabbers. They're smiling in your face. All the time they want to take your place. No, you took my place, didn't you? Okay, well, no. Now people are voting for you, not me. Well, we know that Hillary's going to run. But I'm just saying, at least I could have been third. Now I'm fourth. Doesn't matter. But I put my support behind the golden muumuu again. I am voting for the only Secretary of State never to use a state.gov. That's right, Hillary. And I'm going to endorse you again. And when you run again in 2024, I'll endorse you. When you run in 2028, I will endorse you. You can run from now until eternity, and I will endorse you. Thank you so very much for nothing. Doris! God bless you and the work you do. Doris. Nogueras. Doris, God bless you. God bless you as well. Thank you very much. Thank you, Doris. Thank you. God bless you. Thank you. Alt woke! What would the bell curve of the House do? I think all of Congress. I'm not. You know what? I'm not high on all of Congress. Most of the Republicans. I like Jim Jordan, Matt Gaetz. I like Doug Collins, Mark Meadows. Gomer is awesome. He's hilarious. He's good. But all of Congress in general is just it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable, Alt woke. It's unbelievable. Why aren't I 50 points ahead? When she runs, did you understand? I'm going to become it's going to be H.A. Goodman, the musical artist, and I'll be like, why aren't I 50 points ahead? 50 points ahead. I mean, come on, look, you can see her. You can see the golden one. Where's the, hold on. Oh, here, see? She's right behind me. She's right behind me, overseeing me, my every move. How long have I had that Hillary 2020 sticker? Oh my God. Anyway, so they're like, this is the way the New York Times reports, like, they're going at it again. The FBI found absolutely, positively zero wrongdoing from the Golden One. Madam Cyberhack, zero wrongdoing. Okay. The emails were sent to Clinton while she was secretary. Oh, wow. So this is spanning 4 years. The emails were sent to Clinton while she was Secretary of State from 2009 to 2013. In President Obama's administration, they appeared to have come to the attention of Diplomatic Security Bureau during earlier inquiries conducted by the State Department, Congress, and the FBI. Wow. Wow, ladies and gentlemen, this is a very important section here. The emails were sent to Mrs. Clinton while she was Secretary of State from 2009 to 2013. In President Barack Obama's administration, they appeared to have come to the attention of the Diplomatic Security Bureau during earlier inquiries conducted by the State Department, Congress, and the FBI. into Mrs. Clinton's use of a private email server. This is huge, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely, positively huge. Christopher Harvey! The Teflon Don is having fun watching Democrats squirm waiting for the D-class. Yes, Christopher, yes. Yes, the declassification and yes, declassification of FISA and a whole bunch, and the retroactive classification, because what William Barr is doing, he's like, that email was actually classified. You sent a classified email. Sorry about that. You're going to have to lawyer up. Yeah. Sorry, that's what happens when you email the golden moo-moo. I agree with you. The declassification, all he has to do is declassify, but I think that Trump, he knows how to, he knows how to build drama, and this is a dramatic, he's just waiting. He's just waiting. The interesting thing also is that they think that they don't realize that once William Barr President Trump, Barr, and Durham, once the declassification hits, it's like they're gonna go into just complete perpetual spin mode. No, that wasn't a big deal. You know what? Michael, thank you. Christopher Harvey, thank you. Loud Citizen. I am reading Loud Citizen from the New York Times. The wonderful and prestigious and always accurate New York Times. They're really a paragon of truth and virtue. The New York Times. State Department investigating email practice of Hillary Clinton's former staff. Notice how, if it was Trump, the title would be like, "The Vice is closing in on the Orange Monster," with over 130 horrible maniacs who have received emails from the menace, the Orange Menace. But with Clinton, it's like, it's not. They didn't find anything. Yeah, they did. They found a lot. They also found that her emails were compromised. But it's safe to assume they were compromised. We didn't get a thank you letter from Russia, but And then you get certain Republicans are like, I just want to tell you that I'm willing to impeach the president for his egregious behavior. His personality is impeachable offense. Derp. Thank you. Remember what they did to General Michael Flynn? Donate to my... Yep. Fight America. It's all tied into this. Yep. Michael Flynn Defense Fund. Yep. I wrote in the Federalist, ladies and gentlemen. I wrote in the Federalist that Michael Flynn should be pardoned. They found nothing, and he should be pardoned. And I truly believe that Michael Flynn needs to be pardoned, ladies and gentlemen. I think that what President Trump should do right now is... Julie Lewis, my new favorite channel. Thank you, Julie. Thank you very much, Julie. Thank you. Thank you. I think that President Trump should pardon Michael Flynn. I think that's very important because one of the worst decisions President Trump made was to let Michael Flynn go. That was the first thing that they did, Democrats, to really, really put Trump on the defensive. Then they got somebody who is more loyal to them, the establishment, but also mainly it showed that they wanted President Trump to cave into pressure. He needs to be pardoned. And if there's anyone who, I guess, look, God forbid they're waiting for if he gets sentenced, which would be horrendous because he didn't do anything wrong. Peter Strzok was the FBI agent who set him up, along with Andrew McCabe, set him up, framed him, and it's like, it's just unbelievable. They set him up, they framed him. He did nothing wrong. He did not work as an agent, a foreign agent for another country. That did not happen. That did not happen as he was national security advisor. Even the judge in the case apologized for saying that. They got him in the White House. They said, you do not need to bring legal counsel. It's just an impromptu meeting. Then they fall back and say, oh, well, it was part of an investigation, yet they didn't tell him about any investigation. And you then have to rely on the word of two FBI agents sent by Andrew McCabe. Andrew McCabe is compromised and should have recused himself because his spouse received $700,000 in campaign money from Democratic PACs, Clinton allies, loyalists in Virginia. This is all documented in the Washington Post. That is exactly, Wall Street Journal also. The Wall Street Journal, they're the ones who first broke the story. So he leaked the information to the Wall Street Journal about a Clinton Foundation probe, and we'll probably hear about that soon. A renewed probe into that, or an ongoing probe. See, the Clinton email server probe that's taking place right now, the investigation, that's been ongoing. They stepped it up in August. They're running slow as molasses, but they know Clinton is going to run again. They know all of this. Trump is going to win again. They don't care because Clinton can run again in 2024. When people say, oh my God, that's absurd. No, what's absurd would be for two people who essentially run a political machine. This political machine is still up and running. It's corrupt intelligence chiefs, the media, a Democratic Party that cheats its own candidate. Christopher Harvey! Julie Lewis, thank you. Christopher Harvey! Flynn won't need a pardon. His lawyer is spot on, and he will get his case thrown out. I hope so. I believe you're right. He does have a good lawyer, yes. And that would be amazing. That would be the final, failure of Democrats to try to just hurt and you're talking about people who are ruthless, absolutely ruthless, absolutely positively ruthless. And it is just really unbelievable the depths of, how unethical they would become simply to try to fabricate the most irrational narrative. Trump worked with Russia? Why? Because Clinton purchased the Steele dossier. And Alexander said that Joseph Mifsud told Papadopoulos that he knew about the DNC emails. What? What were the DNC emails about? Oh, don't talk about that. That happens to be regarding cheating Bernie Sanders. But don't you know the Russians wanted us to know because they were so afraid of Clinton. Why? Well, 20% of U.S. uranium capacity. Just happened to take place under President Obama's administration. But they're really, really afraid of Clinton. But I thought Bill Clinton received $500,000 in Moscow. That's according to the New York Times. All you have to do, ladies and gentlemen, is look at the New York Times. Read the New York Times. Cash flowed to the Clinton Foundation amid the Russian uranium deal. The New York Times says this. By the way, where are the emails regarding Uranium One? Boeing, Haiti, UBS. The 85 donors who gave $156 million that met with Secretary Clinton. Guess what? The 50,000 pages of emails that were given to the State Department, or the 30,000 emails that were given to the State Department because she deleted half of 60-plus thousand, don't make any reference to Boeing, to Haiti, to weapons, any of that sort. So where did that go? Cash flow to Clinton Foundation amid Russian uranium deal. All you have to do, ladies and gentlemen, is read public record sources. Cash flow to Clinton Foundation amid Russian uranium deal. New York Times by Joe Becker and Mike McIntyre. All right? That's the article. And they spin it, no, Clinton couldn't have given the uranium. Yeah, no one is saying that. I'm not saying that. But read that article, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been close to an hour. I will be back. I want to thank you. I want to thank you very, very much to the 1,026 people. Ladies and gentlemen, God bless. Thank you so much to my super chat. Thank you so very, very much. I will be back, ladies and gentlemen, later on this evening. And thank you so much. It's happening, people. Renewed Clinton email investigation. Clinton is going to run. Andrew McCabe will get indicted. The IG report's coming out. President Trump will ultimately be victorious. And thank you very much. Have a great evening. I will be back in a couple of hours. Thank you.